So it is that time again. Another month in the championship has been concluded. October is now over, and in today's video, guys, I'm here to give you what has been my championship October team of the month. I'm interested to see what you guys are saying for this one. Let me know in the comments down below who would make it into your October team of the month, who's been your best player from your team in October. I'm currently in the championship. This is how the table is currently lining up. We've got Sheffield United sat top with Leeds United in second. Making up the playoffs, we've got Middlesbrough, Norwich City, West Brom and Derby County. And then currently in the bottom three, we've got Ipswich Town, Hull City and Reading. If we go ahead and look at the championship form table based only on the October results, this is what we're looking at. And currently the top two we got are QPR and Birmingham. What a month they had, both unbeaten in the month of October, both picking up 13 points. It was a fantastic month in the championship for them. We also have my team Preston and Derby County also go unbeaten for the month of October. And then if we look at the bottom of the championship form table, we got Bolton Wanderers, Brentford and Ipswich Town. All three of those clubs had a really torrid month, and it does have to be said that Bolton had a really difficult month in October, only scoring one goal, picking up 1 point in the whole month of October. Really wasn't a good time for them. But we will now move on into getting into my championship team of the month. Also, let me know down below who do you think has been the player of the month and the manager of the month as well. I'll be revealing who I think they are at the end of the video, but I'll also leave a poll for you guys to vote on. So far, I have done 2 of these videos, so I'll cast your mind back a little bit. This was how my August championship team of the month was looking, and then for September, these were the 11 players who I selected for that month. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get into my October team of the month. And so starting out in goal, this was actually quite a hard pick, but I am going to go with Joe Lumley of QPR. What an unbelievable month he had. He only conceded 1 goal in the whole of October. That is absolutely unprecedented. It's fair to say that QPR's defence in general has been absolutely fantastic in the whole month of October, but Joe Lumley especially, I think, has put in some terrific performances. His performance against Villa popped up with some vital saves at vital points. Managing to keep 4 clean sheets in 5 championship games in the month of October is an absolutely fantastic record for Lumley. There were some other considerations as to who I could pick for the goalkeeper. Jack Butland also had a terrific month. He only conceded 2 goals for Stoke City, but in my opinion, Joe Lumley just edges Butland out for this month. Then moving on into our defence, I'm going to go for a 3-man defence. Coming up, first of all, we are going to have Tim Close of Norwich City. He has had a phenomenal month for Norwich. At the back so far this season, Norwich have kept it fairly tight, and Tim Close has been a player who's really surprised me by how consistent he's actually been so far this season. At times last season, Norwich were quite inconsistent defensively, and last season he was sort of in and out of the team, but this season he's been a really consistent player in that back line for Norwich, and actually offers them a goal threat going forward. In the month of October, he's managed to score 3 goals and pop up with an assist as well. Obviously, his standout game was against Nottingham Forest away from home, where Norwich walked away with a 2-1 away victory, with Tim Close bagging both goals in that game. But the game he had against Derby County, I thought he was absolutely phenomenal. He managed to get man of the match in that game. He also picked up an assist for the game they had against Brentford and kept a clean sheet in that game. That long raking pass going forward, and Emi Buendia fantastically finished it. So coming up, first of all, we're going to have Tim Close. Brilliant month for him. Then coming in next for defence, we're going to have Tony Leitzner of Queen's Park Rangers. I had to include some QPR defenders into this team. Like I said, they've only conceded 1 goal in the whole month of October, managing to keep 4 clean sheets at 5 games. Since arriving from the Bundesliga, I think QPR have got an absolute bargain on their hands. Been a brilliant defender since he's come over, and absolutely everyone in that QPR defensive unit deserves a mention in this video, and they could all easily make it into this team because they have been absolutely superb so far. But he is probably my standout player from that QPR back line. I think he gives him composure at the back. He reads the game very well and has been a very consistent defender since he has come into the championship, and deservedly gets his place in my October team of the month. And then to finish off the 3-man defence, we're going to have Christian Pedersen of Birmingham City. Now, there were a couple of other options I could have gone for, but I had to get a Birmingham defender in there. Defensively so far this season and in the month of October, they have been really sound. Harley Dean or Colin could have easily got into this team, but I decided to go with Pedersen. I think that statistically, he was one of the best players in October, actually. So far this season in the championship, Pedersen has made 44 tackles. Only 1 player has made more tackles than Christian Pedersen this season in the championship. That has been Joe Allen of Stoke City. And then in terms of interceptions, no one has intercepted the ball more times than Christian Pedersen. 54 times so far this season for Birmingham City. He provides a real outlet down that left-hand side, bombing forward. I think he picked up the man of the match against Sheffield Wednesday. He managed to get an assist in that game as well, and his performances throughout the month have been very consistent. So Pedersen comes in to complete my back 3. And then moving on into our midfield, we're going to have another Birmingham City player. They are one of the most informed sides in the championship at this point in time, and we are going to have Jota. And it really does please me to see a player like Jota playing well. When he first arrived at Birmingham, there were quite a lot of doubters. You know, he arrived for quite a lot of money. At the time, Birmingham themselves weren't in a good state. You know, they were being mismanaged. He wasn't been playing in the right position, and it was all just a mess around Birmingham at the time when Jota came into the club. But now that Gary Monk is there, we're finally getting to see the best of Jota like we've seen at Brentford a couple seasons ago. He's had 34 key passes so far this season and has completed 24 successful dribbles. His form in the month of October was also absolutely fantastic. He can be an absolute nightmare to play against, playing on that right hand side then cutting inside with his left foot. In the month of October he picked up 1 Man of the Match award and 4 assists, and all round has become an absolute pivotal cog of this Birmingham attacking force. In next to our team we are then going to have Jeff Cameron of Queen's Park Rangers, another QPR player making it into this team, and oh my word, he's been absolutely sublime so far this season. Arguably one of the best central defensive midfielders we've had so far this season in the Championship, and in the month of October especially, his performances have been absolutely staggering. We mentioned it a couple times before, but with QPR only conceding 1 goal in this month, Jeff Cameron has provided a pivotal role for that. Being that shield and physical presence in front of that back line, he's been an absolute monster for QPR in midfield this season. He's also a presence going forward as well. This month he's managed to bag 1 goal and an assist as well. But his reading of the game and the way he breaks up play is a really big factor in why QPR have been doing so well lately. So deservedly getting into the team next is going to be Jeff Cameron. Then coming in next to my team, and maybe a little bit of a surprise one, but I am going to include Bertrand Celina of Swansea City, a really intelligent footballer who I absolutely love watching play. So far this season in the Championship, no player has had more key passes than Bertrand Celina, already 35 key passes, and the way that Swansea play, having Celina as that number 10, he's an absolute joy to watch sometimes. A really intelligent player who likes to drift in between the lines, make Swansea City tick as they go forward, and being so nimble and evasive on the ball, he can be an absolute nightmare to go ahead and mark. Managing to score 2 goals and picking up 1 Man of the Match award in this month. Both goals he scored were really nice finishes. The one against Ipswich especially was a fantastic team goal from Swansea City. Loads of passes in the build-up and a really composed finish from Celina to go ahead and wrap it up. So coming in next to my team, we're going to have Bertrand Celina. And then coming in next to my midfield, we are going to have Joe Lolley of Nottingham Forest. At times this season, Nottingham Forest have been a really good side to watch attack, but one player who stood out to me so far has been Joe Lolley, and he has had a fantastic month of October in the Championship. He's scored some absolute worldies, a brilliant goal against Middlesbrough and a screamer against Bolton as well. A really intelligent footballer to watch, and I'm sure that all the Nottingham Forest fans are absolutely loving how well he has been playing lately. In the month of October, he managed to score 3 goals and pick up 2 assists as well. The standout game he had in October was definitely against Middlesbrough, scoring the worldie and picking up an assist in that game as well, getting the man of the match as well. There's no doubt in my mind that Joe Lolley deserves his place in this team. Then coming in next into my team of the month, this is going to be where some people are probably going to disagree with me, but I am going to include Preston North End's Callum Robinson. In the month of October, no Championship side scored more goals than Preston North End, and Callum Robinson has been a key component of our attack so far this season. He has been absolutely brilliant for us. Don't get me wrong, defensively we've been absolutely awful so far this season, but in terms of scoring goals, we're actually up there as one of the highest scoring teams so far this season, and Callum Robinson has been our absolute spearhead going forward. And the thing I've loved about Callum Robinson is just watching him season by season develop into the player he is now. We first saw Callum Robinson playing for Preston back in the 2014/15 season in League One, where he was on loan from Aston Villa, and you could sort of sense then from that loan period that there was really a player there, but there was still a long way to go in his development as a player. He was quite weak getting pushed off the ball, his final product wasn't always great, he was quite inconsistent as a youngster, but he has always been the player who I've really admired, and this season he has really upped his game. His final product has been superb so far. He's been a match winner for us this season, and cutting inside from the left hand side, defenders have an absolute nightmare going up against him. He loves taking on players now, really skillful on the ball, really good awareness about him, and in my opinion he deserves his place in this October team of the month. So now we only have 2 places left in my team, and coming up next we are going to have Billy Sharp of Sheffield United. Now his last performance in the Championship did sway this quite a bit, scoring a hat-trick against Wigan Athletic, but Billy Sharp does make it into this team, and the thing I love about Billy Sharp is he just seems to get better and better season upon season. At the age he is now, to be this consistent in the Championship is an absolute testament to the pro that Billy Sharp is. Scoring 10 goals already so far this season, he's been superb for Sheffield United, being that clinical poacher inside the box. Sheffield United really have been excellent so far this season in the Championship, but one of the standouts definitely has been Billy Sharp going forward. He's had countless man of the match performances so far this season, one of them being against Wigan Athletic where he bagged a hat-trick, another one against Blackburn Rovers where he scored both goals in an away victory in that game, and his performances all around have been very consistent. Like I said, already scoring 10 goals so far this season in the Championship, being one of the top scorers, Billy Sharp makes it into my team of the month. Then to wrap it up, the final player making it into my team of the month is going to be Lukas Djukovic of Birmingham City. I had to include him. What a fantastic month he has had for Birmingham. We spoke about it a lot on the channel last season, Birmingham's goal scoring problems. They didn't look like they had a talisman going forward, a striker who wasn't clinical enough. But this season, and in October especially, Djukovic has looked like a player absolutely possessed. He's been putting in countless man of the match performances, scoring goals for fun so far this season. Overall, he scored 8 goals and bagged 3 assists for Birmingham, with 5 of his goals coming this month in October. One fantastic game against Rotherham United, scoring all 3, picking up the man of the match match award in that game. He was absolutely untouchable. His presence going forward, defenders know that the form he's in currently, he's an absolute nightmare to go up against, playing with full confidence, linking up with players like Che Adams and Jota and Magoma. And with Birmingham currently on one of the longest unbeaten runs in the whole of the EFL, Lukas Djukovic has played a key part in that. So finally, to wrap up with the team, we have Lukas Djukovic. And so as you can see on screen now, guys, that is my Championship October Team of the Month. So do you guys agree with my selections? Let me know in the comments down below. So just before we do wrap up this video, I will go ahead and give my Manager of the Month. And in my opinion, it's between two. It's either Steve McClaren or Gary Monk. And honestly, I can't choose between them. Both of them have gone unbeaten in the month of October. And considering the circumstances they were both working under the summer, with all the financial regulations looming over both clubs, they've both done an absolutely marvellous job lately. I think the fairest thing for me to do in this situation will be to give the Manager of the Month to Steve McClaren, and then the Player of the Month I'm going to give to Lukas Djukovic of Birmingham City. Well guys, that will now wrap it up for this video. So if you did go in to enjoy, make sure you leave a like. It is always massively appreciated. Like I said at the start of the video, make sure you do get a comment in the comments down below as to who makes it into your Team of the Month. But apart from that, that will now wrap it up for this video, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure you do subscribe for some regular Championship content. Make sure you stay tuned for tomorrow's prediction video as well. But apart from that, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.